Ramana Maharshi's words are deep and direct. My comments are intended to bring his deep words into your experience. This week is from Talk 129. The financial secretary of Mysore asked, "Is Paul Brunton's secret path useful for Indians as well?" Maharshi says, "Yes, for all." The questioner says, "The body, the senses, etc., are not I. This is common amongst us, but how to practice it?" And Maharshi says, by the threefold method mentioned therein in Paul Brunton's Secret Path. The questioner asks, "Is breath control necessary for inquiry?" Maharshi says, "Not quite," which is an interesting answer. Then there is the question, there is a blankness intervening, it is said in the book. Maharshi says, "Yes, do not stop there. See for whom the blankness appears." Then the questioner says, "For devotees, there is no blankness, it is said." Maharshi, even there is the latent state, laya. The mind wakes up after some time. The questioner asks, "What is the experience of samadhi?" Maharshi, "It is as it is. For onlookers, it may seem to be a swoon. Even to the practitioner, it may appear so in the early experiences. After a few repeated experiences, it will be all right." The questioner asks, "Do they soothe nadis, the energy centers, or do they excite them by such experiences?" Maharshi says, "They are excited at first. By continued experience, it becomes common and the man is no longer excited." The questioner says, "Proceeding on safe lines, there should be no unpleasantness. Excitement is uncongenial to smooth being and working." Maharshi replies, "A wandering mind is on the wrong way. Only a devotional mind is on the right way." In this dialogue from Talks with Sri Ramana Maharshi, the financial secretary of Mysore is inquiring about the applicability of Paul Brunton's secret path for Indians. And Ramana provides insights on the path of self-inquiry and the nature of spiritual practice. Let's review these dialogues step by step. First, the question by the financial secretary, "Is Paul Brunton's secret path useful for Indians as well?" And Maharshi says, "Yes, for all." The financial secretary asks whether the teachings presented in Paul Brunton's secret path are relevant and useful for Indians. Ramana Maharshi affirms that the teachings are universal and applicable to everyone, not limited by nationality or background. Brunton's threefold method is, first, intellectual questioning and philosophical inquiry, then moral and ethical development, and then meditative practices. So the questioner asks, the body, the senses, etc., are not I. This is common amongst us, but how to practice it? And Maharshi says, by the threefold method mentioned therein. So the questioner acknowledges that many people understand that the body and the senses are not the true self, the real I. But he's asking how to practically implement this understanding. Ramana refers to the threefold method, as mentioned in Paul Brunton's book, as the approach to be used for practice, that is, reflection, ethical development, and self-inquiry. Then the questioner asks, is breath control necessary for inquiry? And Maharshi says, not quite. So the questioner asks about the necessity of breath control, pranayama, in the practice of self-inquiry. Maharshi indicates that while breath control can be helpful, it's not an essential aspect of the practice. Not quite is an interesting answer. It seems to encourage breath control as helpful in quieting the mind so that deep inquiry is possible. It's not the breath control that does it, rather it is the quieting of the mind. These videos help bring Ramana Maharshi's teachings into your direct experience. Subscribe now